What's up guys, it's Punchy, and today I've got a special build for you that's a little bit different. A lot of players pick up the new Salt Chemist Oath and immediately base their playstyle around running and drinking potions, but I don't really like that type of gameplay, and yeah, it's boring. Today I bring you a Battle Alchemist build with high-paced combos, traps to give us space, and confirms into potion throws. It's definitely a lot more fun to mess around with if you play efficiently, and I'll show you what's up. With a mix of Thundercall and Frost, I call this build the Coldbrew Chemist. As any certified real alchemist should, I wanted to optimize my build the best I could with 102 intelligence. Ganymede or Capra are the best option, and I had some fun with my blue themed outfit. This time I'm rocking a blue Inquisitor's Duster with some light blue hair to match with my dark blue Surge Storm's Eye rifle. Ganymede drip is fairly basic, but there's a lot you can do to look clean. As a Salt Chemist player, there's 3 distillery options that will be our driving force of our character, as we must use them efficiently to actually win. Right now I'm rocking 2 potions for drinking and a combat option that I throw to apply pressure. If I'm being honest, without using a health potion, Salt Chemist is essentially screwed, so on my build I found that Exoskeleton was a worthy enough sacrifice since I was already running the best possible health regen potion alongside the conditioned runner talent. It's a very simple process once you get rolling, but remember, we can't always drink or heal when we want to, so we have to earn that. Luckily, all of our mantras will help out a ton, trapping enemies to give us that window of opportunity to heal safely or do whatever else we want to. The next option I wanted to try out is a speed potion for extreme movement and spacing. Since I have a bunch of ranged mantras, a rifle with projectiles, and of course that undying will to drink potions, speed can really come in handy and help you out when you need to snowball your success. If you want to harness some ascended speed, any and all boosts to movement stack on top, such as Lightning Cloak, which I am using. It's not really that insane, but stacking boosts can really pay off if you know what you're doing. Finally, the option I wanted to pick up for my thrown potion was all about Ether Drain. Some players like to spam mantras, but I don't really want them to do that, so after comboing with our own mantras, we slap our target with an Ether Drain potion and force them to approach. This is a great way to turn the flow of battle in a second, since you have options and they do not. Now that I've established my distillery, it's time to explain my kit. The entire purpose of choosing a Storm's Eye and the Surge path was to apply bursts of stun while keeping our opponents on their toes. Another essential option for applying pressure on this build is through my Storm's Eye rifle. Sniping players with projectiles and catching them off guard with our aerial kick was insanely powerful for my Salt Chemist playstyle that weaved in and out of range. Another way to abuse the Storm's Eye critical is with the overpowered invincibility that you gain. If you're healing from one of your potions, simply critical to heal without risk of being hurt. Instead of normal Thundercall's stun and slow, I picked up Frost Draw to keep them chilled, and that also works. Before hitting the Shrine of Order, I invested 100 Frost Draw points into a talent called Unyielding Frost. Hitting blocking players with our Frost Draw moves causes them to chill, making them way easier to hit with our potions. The best possible tool on our Coldbrew Chemist was the use of Ice Daggers, so this mantra is extremely easy to add on top of any existing pressure with the Storm's Eye, and players often block this because they cannot react. On a successful hit, Ice Daggers either freeze enemies solid or stick them to the ice with bottom freeze, allowing us to drink or throw any sort of potion, and this is awesome. The only thing we have to worry about is that we must spawn ice to take advantage of the talent Frozen Pin Cushion that works with Ice Daggers. Luckily for us, the Frost Wisp simply spawned ice for us to use, making it super easy to pull out Ice Daggers and combo into any potion that we wanted to use. Other support mantras just wouldn't cut it, and it's surprisingly optimal on this build. Another Frost Draw combo that turned out to be useful was Rising Frost, so this mantra is absolutely insane for catching players lacking, clipping them into a ragdoll state where we can throw potions for free or drink when we want. The hitbox of Rising Frost is easily modifiable with stones and I guess just sliding, so throw this out whenever you want because this move is kinda cracked for applying pressure since it does not have auto parry frames. Spam this whenever you like, but after ragdolling players on the ground, this confirms into a potion throw or a potion drink. The final Frost Draw mantra that's a part of my arsenal is the recently buffed Ice Lance. There's nothing about this mantra that really confirms potions or stuns players fully, but it is a fun option to catch players off guard. Similar to our Storm's Eye aerial kick, Ice Lance can shoot out quickly, allowing us to zone from the edge of our hitbox, so instead of sniping from range, we instantly go forward and and change the flow of battle by lunging in, and players do not expect this. Well, that's enough frost straw. Let's talk about surge mantras. The strongest possible trap on this build is the explosive magnet spark electro carve. This is by far the safest mantra on this build because once it lands, we're free to do absolutely anything. Many players commit and try to defend against this, allowing us to drink a potion or toss one at them while they're still blocking. The duration of this blast spark is very annoying, and it gives us that time to lock in. Sometimes keeping our opponent close is optimal, but when I want to use a potion, we need to push them away. With the use of Rising Thunder, it's easy to snowball off a single hit or guard break, slamming our enemy across the map and gaining some distance. This option is very useful for movement, and after it hits, we have enough space to pop a potion or throw one at that ragdolled player. So it's extremely beneficial to get enemies off of you, but you must combo into this move for it to be effective. The last and final mantra that I picked up on this build is the Blast Spark Lightning Stream. Players get annoyed with our stun, slowdown, and zoning, so they try to close the gap, and despite being defensive, this is the best time for us to strike, throwing out a free lightning stream that catches players mid-animation. It's pretty easy to do and does a lot of damage, but if you have the time to set up, you can also throw a potion if this lands. With that being said, my Coldbrew Chemist concludes. Cohesively comboing into potions is the name of the game, and I'd rather do that than run away. If you want to recreate this build for yourself, feel free to follow these stats. Before I hit the shrine, there was a primary focus to get Unyielding Frost, but everything else is pretty extra. Check out my full talent list. And that's all for right now, and I've been having a ton of fun recently with all sorts of Deepwoken builds, and if you enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe. I'm so close to hitting 80k subs, and if you want to help me out, subscribe for more. Thanks once again, and it's punchin' time.